Seraph of the End, Guren Ichinose, Catastrophe at 16, Volume 1 Review. Readers are likely already familiar with Seraph of the End, a popular ongoing manga that has been adapted into an anime. It has quite a few spin-offs under its belt. One such spin-off is Seraph of the End, Guren Ichinose, Catastrophe at 16, a prequel story with Guren Ichinose taking the role of the main character, but it is interesting to read. Let's find out. Our story takes place 8 years before the start of the main series. In a world not yet in ruin and overrun with vampires, Guren is only 15 years old, but already a powerful magic user who exercises supernatural beings, should they prove a threat to humanity. As part of his training, Guren is sent to first Shibuya High School, which specializes in training magic users. However, Guren is looked down upon for being born into the Ichinose family, and to avoid anything troublesome, he goes out on his way to hide his true powers, which exasperates his companions Noen. Guren is enlisted in school with Shiguri Yukimi and Sayori Hanayori, who are tasked with guarding him and helping out with the investigate cases related to the supernatural. Both girls are fond of Guren and hate to see him being belittled by his classmates, but reluctantly allow the status quo to continue under his orders. Then there is Mahiro Hiragi, Guren's childhood friend and daughter of the powerful Hiragi family, who is destined to one day lead it. Due to their difference in status, the two haven't seen each other for 10 years, and even now they've been reunited in high school. Guren knows he must keep his distance from her. If you expect this to be a school life story, then you'll be disappointed as even quickly escalate. There are students here for a variety of families. Some of them are looking to betray the head family, Hiragi. Then there's a Yakuya sect, a religious organization hoping to recruit Guren into their ranks and who warn him that the deadly virus will be unleashed upon the world in a matter of days. Yes, our protagonist's peaceful school days are over before they even start. With so much political and supernatural mayhem behind the scenes, Guren is pulled from left to right as he tries to hide his abilities from his fellow students, while also trying to figure out what's going on and how to protect humanity with only Shiguri and Sayori to rely on. It's difficult to gather information, especially as Shinya Hiragi suspects Guren is far more skilled than he lets on. And, despite coming for the head family himself, Shinya is simply hoping to find someone who dislikes the family as much as he does and will stand alongside him, which he gathers Guren will be the perfect fit for her. There's a lot happening and that can be overwhelming at times, particularly until the last few chapters of the release. While Catastrophe at 16 does its best to introduce us to the world and the cast, there's an underlying feeling that to truly understand it, you need to have to read some of the main series, at least enough to know what Guren and some of these characters are like in the present day timeline, and the roles of these different parties play. Given how long the main series have been running, they may be a daunting task, but it definitely will be recommend this to newcomers to the franchise, since without the right context, you will get as much out of it. However, if you're an excited Seraph of the End fan, this is certainly required reading. Given how the content ties into the main series, this is a manga adaptation of the light novel series, written by original creator Takaya Kagami, making it canon material. The manga has been handled by Yo Asami, who has a few other manga credits but nothing available in English, but I don't think the art is as good as Yamato Yamamoto's from the main series. I think it captures the atmosphere of the series well enough. On the whole, I think it can look a bit flat, and Asami has a tendency to draw within the small panels, meaning there's not enough room for ample detail. However, the action scenes flow well and the characters are recognizable compared to Yamamoto's designs, even if they're younger versions, so it's not perfect if you don't want to read the original novels and are set and experiencing it during manga, then it shouldn't disappoint. Seraph of the End, Guren Ichinose Catastrophe at 16, Volume 1 comes in the West thanks to Kodansha under the vertical imprint. This release is a 2-in-1 omnibus edition, so it's a fairly hefty tome coming in at 400 pages. Readers will be pleased to note that all the color pages from the Japanese editions are included, and the pages from Volume 2 have been even placed relevant to where those chapters begin, as opposed to all being at the start of the book and risking spoiling readers. Translation has been handled by Carl van de Spot, and as far as I can tell is keeping with the main series when it comes to names and terminology. This spin-off is complete in Japan with 12 volumes, having run a monthly shonen magazine between 2017 and 2022. In English, Kodansha has the second omnibus scheduled for release in October, with number 3 in January and number 4 in April. Given this in 2-in-1s, we could finish with this before the end of next year. All 7 volumes of the original light novel version has been released in English by Vertical previously between 2016 to 2018, and they appear to still be in print. Overall, Seraph of the End, Guren Ichinose Catastrophe 16's manga adaptation proves an interesting read, provided you're already a seasoned fan of the franchise when not welcoming to newcomers. It's rewarding if you have a right knowledge and are interested in learning more about what happened in Guren's younger years. A review copy for Kodansha was supplied by Turnaround Comics, Turnaround Publisher Services. A free preview can be read on Kodansha's website here. 7 out of 10.